I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. I had a horse once named Gypsy. Had to get rid of her and the other horses after the stock market crash in 2008, Great Recession. Between that and the drought and the cost of hauling hay and all that, I just couldn't keep them anymore. But Gypsy was a great horse. She was about 16 hands. And when we were out riding out here in the prairie, she would go anywhere. Straight up, straight down, it didn't matter. She wasn't afraid of nothing. Never had any problems with her. One night we was coming home and I don't know where my head was, what I was paying attention to, but I wasn't paying attention to her like I should have been. And I assumed that she was going to go down the same trail we came up. She had a different idea. She decided she wanted to go off this ledge. It's about an 8-foot drop. And I realized it too late. But I bailed out just in time. Because if I'd have stayed on her, well, I'd have went straight over her head and she would have went over me and it would not have been pretty. So I bailed out. She went over that ledge just like it was flat and level. Just another step for her. She got down to the bottom. She turned around. She came back up to me and looked at me like, "What are you doing up here, stupid?" I shook my head and I climbed back on and we rode on back to the house. That's how good she was out there in the prairie. But when we took her to town, because we'd take her and the others and the kids to the gymkhana so they could ride, and she hated it. She got all goofy whenever we got her into town around them other horses. She didn't know how to handle them. They didn't know how to handle her. I don't know what it was, but she just wasn't comfortable. So we tried it a couple of times and we decided that we wouldn't take Gypsy into town anymore. Wasn't the place for her. And that is about the best way I can explain for those who keep asking why I'm not on the other podcast. Sometimes a country trail horse don't belong in there with them other horses. But she did so well out here by herself. Maybe I'll do well out here by myself. We're going to find out. I'll record episode 1 this Thursday. I'm not going to have any guests on the first episode because I need to figure it out and make sure I know how everything works and get a feel for it before I go inviting people. But I want to introduce myself to everybody. I want to answer any questions you got, short of, what was my first pet's name and my mother's maiden name, all of those internet security questions. Don't ask me those. But if you got something you want to know about me, you got a question you want to ask me, email me at resistorvic@gmail.com and have the subject line be pod question. And as a bonus, anybody who also lists something that they're doing to resist fascism, no matter how small, if it's just showing up to a meeting, tell me about it. And those questions will be the ones that go to the top of the list. I don't know how many questions I'll get, how many questions I'll have time to answer. But the point of episode 1 is going to be to introduce myself, tell y'all why I do what I do and what I hope to accomplish, and answer whatever questions you got. And then the next week, I got a good guest lined up. I think you're going to like her. And maybe Thursday night I'll go live on YouTube when I film it. Haven't decided yet. And then it's going to be hosted on Substack, and my paid Substack subscribers will get the unedited longer versions of whatever I record. It's getting too long. I'm going to go get ready for bed. Good day.